Hello everybody, my name is oposdeo, and today on the Daily Trap, we will be covering the coal mining potion trap. You don't have to use coal, you can use iron, but the good thing about coal is that in these open areas, you can just stick them right here on the surface, and the noobs who run up, they don't have coal, they'll mine it up. So, and if they're noobs, you know, they don't have that much gear, it's going to be even harder for them to escape the trap. So first of all, of course, they're going to have a wood or stone pick. Let's take a stone pick. They're going to come up, and they'll mine them. 1, 2. Now, first thing you might be noticing, wait a second, the redstone's exposed. That's because I've updated the trap to have a second piston. I could have, of course, wired this a little bit better, but I didn't because I'm a scrub. And maybe I'll do that later while I'm explaining it. But that was just a quick update from the video you just watched of the trap working. Because a friend, although the trap's really good and was able to get him most of the time, he did manage to escape by jumping to the side, and that would be the most easy to go this way, so I decided, why not add a second dispenser? Although once just enough for pretty much anybody with human reflexes. See, mine 1, 2, 3. This one, of course, can just have a stone over it, and we'll edit it so that one has stone. So it would normally look normal if you didn't have this piston, but when you mine the fourth one, start shooting out just potions, but we don't have any in there because, you know, we just shot it all out. Now, this uses the same mechanic as the tree trap that I have just gone over. And to turn it off, you have to manually reset it. You have to go back here and you have to turn off the clock. I could wire up a better clock. In fact, I will right now. But, actually, it's a monostable circuit, so let's just make a better one. Let's fix this on camera. So, basically, the trap works how the tree trap works in the last video, where you have the coal and the lever under it. When you break it, the lever gets unpowered, and this gets unpowered. This goes around and powers, well, the lever powers that piston, but since it doesn't power this piston, I made a separate wire that powers it. I could definitely wire that up better, which is what I'm going to do in a bit. But, that's just, like, one of the things. In fact, I could just, like, lower this, couldn't I? I could just put that lower. God, this map is plagued with sheep everywhere. Get out. And then if I lower that, then I can lower you down to here. This repeater. Boop. Boop. There. All fixed up. And now I can actually have stone there, there, and there. Now, what happens is after it powers, you know, the pistons down, the wire will go along. It will go this way, and it'll go into a clock. Now, I had a monostable circuit earlier, which basically turns a long pulse, which is, you know, the lever being gone forever, so it's a very long pulse, into a short pulse, which is 1 tick. The amount of time it takes for that repeater to go forward. So let's change that, and now we're gonna have a long pulse clock, which is made using one of these. It's a comparator, and what we're gonna do is this: turn it on, and boop boop. Now it's a clock. Some people don't want the clock to be so fast because this will just go pew, 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 but I do because I want to just kill them as fast as possible. And then it goes up and it powers the 2 dispensers. So it's pretty simple. I've been running on because I've been trying to rebuild it in a better way. But let me quickly show you it now. And I'll put some potions into it and we'll see it in action. I basically built it for you. I showed you everything, so you should be able to easily recreate that in your own worlds if you want. Now, assuming you've got access to brewing stands, this shouldn't take too much. because you know you can make 3 potions with 1 ingredient, and you only need to put like 3 in each dispenser, and that should be enough to kill the enemy, maybe 4. So, and if you make the clock a bit slower, you only need like 2, so you really don't need that much. It's a pretty cheap trap, and it's very effective. So we go boop boop boop. Now you can see that piston, which is why you probably want to just not have coal there, you know, boop boop. Much better. So now I'm mining the coal. When I get to this one, uh-oh, it didn't work. Alright, I like debugging. So, it's doing rapid pulses, but the pulses aren't reaching that, so I'll just add a repeater. Simple mistake. Boop. Comparators do have... Whoa. They do have shorter lines than most. So now let me quickly add in the extra lever. I don't actually have to replace the clock now because it's a more advanced clock. The one issue is that I do have to replace the coal and I do have to replace the lever, or else it will just keep going boop 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 boop, and that's pretty obnoxious. So that's one of the drawbacks of the trap. Anyways, let's quickly fill it up. How I'm doing this is I'm middle clicking the potion, which gives me a copy of it. This can also be done for like arrows, and then it will give you a full stack of arrows. It's very convenient. So I'll just quickly do that. And then we can actually see it in action. Boop, boop. As you can see, that is deadly. Now you see how fast it went through all 18 of those potions, so chances are we're gonna want a slightly slower clock, you know, just to save resources. And a lot of those potions probably wouldn't actually affect them because they have a little bit of an invulnerability after each hit. So to slow down the clock, I'll quickly go over that. What you basically want to do is add a repeater here, one here, and then you just scale these to however slow you want it. So this is 2 ticks slower, and that's 4 ticks slower, you know. Nice and simple. But I'm gonna keep it like this because I like watching potions get blasted at the enemy. It's fun. But that's the trap. Nice and simple. And if you don't like potions, if you want to go TNT, if you want to go piston trap, if you want to go for an arrow trap, any of those are fine. They all work. So there you go. That's applying the tree trap we found in the last video to coal or ores. And you can think, if you're like in a mine, you see an iron ore, break the iron ore, lever behind it, lever powers something. You know, you can do an awful lot with that. That's been it. My name is oposdeo. I hope you enjoyed this trap. Maybe you'll use it in your own worlds. Maybe an altered version, but I think it's pretty effective. And I'll see you next time on the Daily Trap.